Um, do you think we can talk for a minute, Kasane?
Sure, what is it?
I just wanted to say thank you. I owe you my life.
You owe me your life. I don't know what you mean.
She's just as blunt as always. You know, I actually kind of miss that about her. Oh, you know, at Arahabaki. You saved me when I almost lost my memory.
Oh, actually, it wasn't just me that saved you. It was Hanabi and all of us.
I'm grateful to everyone, but the only reason everyone was there in the first place was because you brought them. If even one of them hadn't been, my memory might not be complete. So, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
Alright, I accept your thanks.
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, it's kind of weird just talking normally like this.
Talking normally is weird?
I mean, we were enemies for a while, and now we're fighting together. Life sure is full of strange, unexpected things. Sometimes, I think that the fact that two people exist with the same power, in the same time, at the same place, might mean it's fate.
You can go ahead and interpret it however you want, but I don't believe in fate.
That's the Kasane I know. I guess it is kind of an exaggeration.
Well, I would say it's more logical than an exaggeration. We're only here because we chose to be. Whenever I hear the word fate, it just sounds like something given to us.
Oh, that's not really what I meant, but I see how it could sound like that. When I think of fate, I think of something from a past life, or like there's a strange power at work. But yeah, I just don't feel like I entirely chose this.
What do you mean?
Fate does seem like something being forced on us. But we meet and part with so many people all the time. All of that put together makes me who I am now. Like, my ability to choose is thanks to everyone.
If that's what you mean, I feel the same. If I were by myself, I wouldn't have been able to choose this path. I haven't told you yet, have I? That my sister Naomi is dead.
What? What happened?
She saved me when we were fighting Togetsu. She always saved me, every time right to the end.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't have been there to help. I didn't know and...
It's nothing for you to worry about. I just thought of it while we were talking. The fact that I'm here and fighting alongside you is thanks to her.
It is?
My first impression of you was, he's not worth my time. If my sister didn't focus on you, I probably would have forgotten all about you the next day.
Damn, that's a pretty bad impression. What do you mean by Naomi focusing on me?
Well, my sister... she really liked you.
Oh, I'm flattered. I wish I had gotten to know her better.
I'm sure knowing that would have made her really happy.
It's hard when someone dies. Since I've joined OSF, I've lost so many people. It's shocking at first, but it really starts to sink in later. I'll never get to see or talk to them again. Before, I could always just use brain talk to see and talk to them whenever I wanted.
Even so, the time you spent together wasn't for nothing. You can remember them whenever you want. We can't let it be for nothing. You said so yourself. The people we meet and the relationships we build, that's what makes us who we are.
You're right. I guess we just have to keep on living, embracing the memories of those who've passed. I'm really glad I didn't lose my memory. Thanks again.
I'm glad we talked. I feel better too.
We should have another talk like this soon. We're back on the same team again.
As long as it has some meaning, sure. I don't really like small talk.
That's fair enough. Looks like you're still you. I sure am glad we're working together again.
Yes, me too.
Kasane and I really haven't changed all that much. But now we can tell each other what we really think.
You're strange.
Huh? What is?
Your existence. At first, you seem like someone trivial. Someone who would be neither useful nor harmful. But you're just a good person. A quality I've learned to not dislike. I'm a little curious about you.
What? I see. Thanks? I didn't really talk to Kasane about the fact that the person who raised her was my mother. Hey, Kasane. Do you have a minute?
Sure, what is it?
I wanted to talk to you about my mother. I thought you may want to as well.
Yes. Will you come with me to Mizuhagawa?
Why?
I thought it would be best to talk somewhere private. I also want to get some combat in.
So you want to get some field training? Great. I'll make lunch then. We'll probably get hungry.
This isn't a picnic. Fine.
Good. Then we'll leave in an hour. We don't get to do this too often, so I'll make the best lunch that I can. Looks like we took care of most of the others around here. Let's take a break. Here's your lunch.
Oh.
She's not saying anything. Maybe she doesn't like some of the vegetables. Or maybe I tried too hard? I was going to make something simpler, but I got carried away. Is it too much?
It's fine. It tastes fine too.
Thanks. So, let's talk while we eat. I was surprised that you called my mom Mother.
You're the one that called my mother Mom.
That's the same... No, wait. I guess she raised you first.
Mother raised me when she was in Togetsu. Then she had you and your brother in Suo.
That means you're like my big sister then.
Wait a minute. Why am I your big sister?
You were raised first, so that means you're older than me.
Oh, I guess you're right. I hadn't thought about it that much.
She is rather indifferent sometimes. Well, we really don't pay attention to actual age in the OSF.
I don't have memories from when Mother went away until I was adopted by the Randalls.
That's when my brother and I were born, so it must have been about 10 years. Were you in cryogenic sleep or something?
That's most likely the case. All I remember is losing my mother, and how painful it was.
Oh, right. But I was born because she left Togetsu, so that's a good thing for me, at least.
Right.
Oh, sorry. That was a little insensitive.
No. It's true that if Mother had stayed in Togetsu, you wouldn't have been born.
So, I guess I should call you Big Sister now?
Stop it. The only big sister I know is Naomi. It doesn't suit me.
Okay, I won't say it anymore. Whew, that was quite the feast. Not too bad if I do say so myself.
Yes, it was good, thanks. How do you feel about seeing Mother?
It was necessary in order to save the world. But in truth, I was really happy to see her.
Me too. The moment I saw her face, it was like I was a child again. It was really strange.
Neither of us had seen her since we were young. There's just so much I want to tell her about.
I feel the same way. But we'll probably never see her again.
Yeah. Mom went back to that day. And we can't mess around with history anymore.
I know. Mother died, the same as she did in our history.
It's kind of depressing. We can travel back and forth through time, but we can't change anything.
You're right. But we can't just spend all of our time being sad about it.
Yeah. Sorry for being a downer.
I wasn't accusing you of anything. I just don't want to think that not seeing her is the end of the relationship. Even if we can't be together, it doesn't mean we'll forget the people who loved us.
I was just a kid, but I remember being so happy when I was with my mom.
As long as we have those memories, no matter how much time passes, we're all still connected.
I like that way of thinking. Even without the red strings, our hearts are connected over time.
Yes. Though it sounds rather trite when you put it into words.
Really? I don't think it does. I will say the ability to time travel has really messed with us. But I am very thankful that it allowed me to see my mom again.
Yes. I have more good memories now.
Promise not to laugh, but when I actually saw her again and heard her voice, I felt a lump in my throat and almost started to cry. I actually did cry a little, though.
Why would I laugh at you for that? I felt the same way.
I guess we've gotten a little too comfortable here.
This is perfect. Let's get a workout in before we head back.
Okay. Let's take care of this together.
Stay on guard. It might not be just them. Connect with SAS and don't forget your surroundings.
She said it doesn't suit her, but she is like a big sister sometimes.
What? You look like you want to say something.
Oh, it's nothing. Let's go.
Hey, I take back what I said. Arashi told me that calling someone a good person isn't always a compliment.
I think it's usually used as a compliment. Well, at least that's how I interpreted it.
Oh, that's good then. Words are complicated. Thank you for taking mine at face value. I think I understand you a little better now. Good timing. Will you go to Kikuchiba with me?
Yeah, sure. Why Kikuchiba?
I thought we could go somewhere to talk, like when we went to Mizuhigawa. We won't need lunch. I just want to talk.
Oh, got it. No lunch, huh? I guess that was too much last time.
Let's go to the roof of that building. I want to talk somewhere I can see the sky.
Got it. There are a lot of others here. Always.
Good. They'll be easy for us if we work together. Let's go.
Hey, do you remember when we came here together before? A lot has happened since then.
Before? When was that?
You don't remember? You asked me if there was anyone I liked out of the blue. You know, when we went looking for Captain Seto's fountain pen. You said you were doing a background check.
Oh, that.
Back then, I had no idea that we'd get caught up in something that involved the whole world.
Not just us, but everyone around us, too. It's nothing we could have expected.
You're right.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. 2 large groups of others were confirmed near you. There are a lot of them. More than you usually see around there. It shouldn't be a problem for you two, but be careful.
So, how should we go about this?
Let's split up. We can work more efficiently that way.
All right, I'll go this way. I'll contact you when I've cleaned most of them up.
I'm counting on you.
Wataru wasn't joking. That sure is a lot. I hope Kasane is okay.
There's more of them than I thought. How are things with you, Yuito?
Kasane? What's going on? Wataru, what's the situation? Damn, I can't get through. Is the network down? I can't even use SAS. Calm down. It's all right. I can do this.
It's so quiet. I can't hear anyone. It's like I'm really alone. No, this is what normal really is. I was so used to always being connected to someone through SAS. If I lose my power and go back to being a dud, it will always be like this. It's strange, though. I'm not as scared as I thought I would be. I thought I would feel more lonely. Is it because...
Now die!
I'm stronger? Probably not. I can feel it in my bones that Kasane is fighting somewhere. Even by herself. I know she won't give any ground.
Here we go!
So I can't just die here.
Die! Come on!
Major other? It might be too much for me. No, Kasane's on her way. I should weaken it as much as I can until then.
Here we go! Let's go!
Take down the enemy. That attack worked.
Kasane! Is SAS still down? We almost got it. We can finish this if we attack together. Let's do this! That was a close one.
It was? I wasn't really all that worried. I assumed you would act when you did.
I was nervous. I guess we can work together even without SAS.
I don't think I could have pulled it off with someone else. Thank you for getting the timing right.
It's nice to hear a compliment from you. You're always so harsh.
Am I? Well, whatever. Let's make our way to the top. We can see the moon from here.
It's beautiful. So, what was it you wanted to talk about?
When the fighting is over, what do you plan to do?
I have a vague idea. It might be too grand, so you'll probably laugh.
I won't laugh, no matter what it is.
Thanks. I want to change the world.
Change the world?
Yeah. We've both seen a lot of bad things in this country. The world that we live in now is built on so much sadness and sacrifice.
That's true. Suo, Seiran, and Togetsu. There were people suffering everywhere.
So many people's lives were turned upside down because of the desire for the strongest power, or using powers to alter time. It's got to end. This world can't exist just for powers. I won't let what happened to Nagi happen to anyone else. That's the least I can do for him. That's why I want to change the world. To make it a place where people don't have to rely on powers for everything. I know it will take a long time, but I feel like as a dud, I'm the perfect person for it.
A dud, that's right. How's your head? They were saying you might lose your power.
No big change at the moment, but if it really comes down to it, I'm prepared to become one again.
You're pretty calm about it. The way you were talking, I thought you would be a little depressed.
I mean, it will be inconvenient, but you know what? I'm not the least bit afraid. I thought the same thing when the network went down. Like I was fighting back to back with you, even without SAS.
You thought the same thing?
I wonder if that's what it feels like to lose your power. We're not just connected by SAS. Even if we can't see each other's faces or hear each other's voices, the most important thing, our connection, doesn't go away. So I'll be all right.
That's good. When we first met, I honestly thought I wouldn't be able to count on you in a fight.
I kind of had a feeling you thought that.
But you're different now. I think you really can change the world.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm relieved as well. I feel like I can leave this world to you.
Leave? What are you planning to do?
Well, I haven't decided on a clear goal yet, but I've sort of been thinking of something outside this world.
Like, outside of New Himuka? You mean the moon?
I've been thinking about it ever since I heard humanity came here from the moon. Outside this world is another world that I know nothing about, filled with people who are a mystery to me. They're suffering, just like the people here. They are attacked by others, and turning into them. Once I realized that, I couldn't ignore it. I thought maybe I could help somehow.
The moon? I thought I understood the first time I heard about it, but the scale is just too big. It doesn't seem real at all. I certainly never thought about saving the people that live there. You really are amazing.
I'm not amazing at all. I just don't want to regret neglecting the people I could have protected.
I always felt that you were the kind of person that would step up to protect people, even if you're alone. It's almost as if you're not afraid of anything. I looked up to you when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like you.
I think you're plenty like me, and you're giving me too much credit thinking I'm never afraid. As you said before, the most important connections never go away.
You mean Naomi?
Not just her. The memories of my mother, and the time I spent with all of you. The only reason I'm not as afraid as I should be is because I know they'll always be with me. I know that they'll always be here, inside my heart.
So, even if you're alone, you're never really alone? I kinda like that.
That's why I feel like I can go anywhere, even going beyond the sky. I know that sounds like a dream.
I think you can do it. No. I know you can.
Thank you.
So, it looks like you and I will be going our separate ways.
It won't just be us. I think everyone will find their own path and slowly drift farther apart.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me sad.
But even apart, we're still friends.
Yeah. Okay. We should probably get back to the hideout.
There's so much to do before and after a fight. We just have to take care of what's in front of us.
Though, listening to you made me excited for the future.
It won't be easy for either of us, so let's do our best. Both in our own places.
Absolutely. I promise I'll make a better future, no matter how long it takes.
You can take your time, but if you take too long, I'll bring peace to the moon and come back before you're done.
Oh, so it's a competition now. I know you hate to lose.
Oh, Yuito. I wanted to talk to you.
Sure, what is it?
I just wanted to thank you. It's strange, but whenever I talk to you, I feel relieved. It's kind of like you're to me what Baki is to you. I wonder if I understand your feelings better. Communicating with someone is difficult.
Gemma, want to go into town with me if you're free?
Is something going on?
We talked about checking out trends, remember? I looked up a lot of interesting places.
Oh, that. Okay, I did promise you after all.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find something you like.
I hope so.
Are you all right?
Give me a little time to gather my thoughts. That was a lot to take in.
I dragged him all over the place to show him the latest trends, but maybe I went a little overboard. Let's see. We've checked out all the new trendy spots. Was there one that caught your interest?
What was that last one? I got mobbed by a herd of giant cats inside a room.
Ah, the VR Cat Cafe. That was pretty crazy. It's apparently very popular with girls for their soothing effects.
That was supposed to be soothing? Do youngsters these days find being buried in giant cats soothing? It was more like a nightmare. And before that one, we were trapped inside a tiny room and forced to do confusing puzzles.
Right, the escape room. I thought that was pretty fun solving the riddles with vision.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, at least.
Which means you didn't. Sorry, I should have researched better.
No, I'm sorry to be complaining so much. It's not your fault. I just don't know how to enjoy them. I had no idea that amusement had changed so much. This is much different from the era I'm familiar with. To be honest, I can't keep up.
I see. I'm sorry. Maybe we can grab something to eat to salvage the day.
All right, but what to eat? I don't really eat here that often.
They have a lot of different kinds of dishes here. What do you usually like to eat?
I'm not really very particular about my food. I guess I like gyoza if I had to choose.
Gyoza? Oh, they have some interesting looking gyoza here. A new and popular dish the chef recommends.
That's so. I don't really have a good feeling about it, but we came here to check out what's trending among the young people after all.
You don't need to force yourself.
It's okay. I've made up my mind. Let's do what we came here to do.
Thank you for waiting. Here's our restaurant's special variety gyoza platter. Please use any combination of these 10 sauces. Enjoy!
What is this? Green, yellow, red, black? Are these supposed to be gyoza?
Seems like these are the restaurant's original gyoza. Apparently, they all have different fillings.
Their shapes are just as strange as their colors. I see a round one, a square one, and this one has spikes. Is this what gyozas have come to in this day and age? I can't believe how much the food I once knew has changed.
Well, they look weird, but they actually taste really good. Why don't you try one?
Eat this? I'm not thrilled about it. but I can't stand here and waste food. All right. You're right. This doesn't taste bad. It's not what I'm familiar with, but it's interesting.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah, they look weird, but you can't know until you eat them.
Maybe I was too wary because they seem strange. Pretty delicious.
If you can appreciate these, that means you learned how to enjoy one of the latest food trends.
Just because these gyozas happen to taste good doesn't mean I've learned to adapt to this age.
I think your ability to appreciate them is important, that you were able to get past the way they look.
You may have a point. At the end of the day, people still enjoy the same types of things, even if those things may have changed.
Yeah, exactly. I may have failed choosing good spots for you today, but I had fun checking them out together.
I wasn't able to enjoy the newest trends, but I did have fun walking around the city. I felt behind the times every time I experienced something new. Time may pass, but our true nature remains constant. Just that our perspectives may have changed. That hit the spot. Thank you for the meal.
You're finished eating already? You must have really liked those.
This might be my new favorite food. I guess trying new things isn't so bad.
Well, let's do this again sometime.
That's fine with me, but please, no more of that cat cafe. I don't dislike cats, but it's unsettling when they're that large.
Sorry about that. Okay, we won't go there again. It seems part of it was a little too much for him, but I'm glad he ended up enjoying himself overall.
I'm stating the obvious, but you're young.
Well, I'm younger than you.
I know I was young once too. I just can't really remember it. You should cherish this time while you have it.
I think I'm beginning to learn who you are as a person.
I feel like I've learned about you, too.
Yuito, do you have a moment?
You look worried. Did something happen?
Yes, I must conduct this with the utmost secrecy. It's slightly dangerous. It may be difficult to manage on my own. So I was wondering if you could help me.
Of course I'll help. So how dangerous is it?
For a while now, I've been looking into the research conducted at the old OSF hospital. During the investigation, I discovered research data was stolen by a spy from Seiron. I can't go into details, but it's very dangerous. It must be erased as soon as possible.
So you want to infiltrate a Seiron research facility?
Yes. It should be in the Supernatural Life Research Facility.
Okay. Will it just be the two of us?
Yes, that would be best.
I guess fewer people involved would be better for secrecy.
I'm glad you understand. Let's leave immediately.
I know it's kind of late to bring this up, but shouldn't we be hiding as we move so they... It sprayed something like oil. Don't get it on you.
Leave it to me! Now die! Come on!
That was brilliant.
Come on! Here we go!
Next!
Thanks, I'll take it. If your body begins to burn with fire, it'll drain your health, so be careful. That must be its weak spot.
Crush you! I can hit it!
Finish this! Yuito!
Let me use your power! Yeah! Come on! Take that!
Looks like there's a resource nearby. My power is difficult to use, but it is useful.
Keep it up! Next!
The enemy dropped something.
I need support! Here we go!
Here you go!
Leave it to me! I can hit it! It's over!
Found the weak spot. Yeah! I hit the outer shell. I think I can break it if I focus my attacks.
Keep it up!
Use it well. There are more others than I expected. I was right to bring you with me. If we take too much time getting there, they may detect us and move the research data to another location.
I'm glad I came. Why were you looking into the research at the old OSF hospital anyway?
I apologize if this sounds harsh, but I'll be honest with you. While I was observing you, I feared that I might lose my power one day as well.
Oh. Well, you are a dud like me.
Yes, I began looking into the research the government did on powers to alleviate my fear. I was hoping I would discover a way to treat the loss of powers.
Is that why you asked for my help?
Yes, since you already know my secret, I didn't have to lie to you. It was rather selfish for me to ask you. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm happy you asked me to help, no matter the reason. So, did you find what you were looking for?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, I found the opposite.
You don't mean...
Yes. It's data on eradicating psionic hormones from human brains with drugs and completely erasing powers.
Why would they research something like that?
It seems their plan was to use it as a weapon to depower enemy psionics.
And now Seiron is continuing that research.
If it's implemented, it'll be a huge threat to the OSF, since we use our powers as a weapon. And many more people will face discrimination as duds.
We have to stop this research. Let's find that data and erase it.
Hey!
My pleasure.
You're so amazing. You investigated the laboratory all by yourself, and even carried out an infiltration plan. I may not look like it, but I have been on many OSF missions in my life. Now, it is too early to relax. Our mission isn't over yet.
Is this the lab researching the stolen data?
It should be. It seems no one is here. Let's get this done. What is this? No.
What's wrong?
It seems Seiron's research has already progressed further than I expected. This is a plan to disperse the drug indiscriminately and turn an entire city into duds. If they use this, they may be able to turn all humans in New Himuka into duds.
What is Seiron thinking? Delete that right now. What's the matter? Delete the data, Luca.
I just had a strange thought. Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if there were no powers?
What are you saying?
I've thought about it all my life. Our society is fixated on the superiority of powers. Whether you have powers or not decides your fate. But if all humans were duds, no one would ever have to worry about powers again. How much tragedy have you seen that would never have happened if there were no powers?
Calm down. Do you understand what you're saying?
I do.
Then you know that no tragedy will be prevented by a weapon like that. People cause those tragedies, not powers. Taking them away won't solve anything. I know this has been bothering you. I get worried when I think I might lose my power too. But that doesn't make it right to take them all away. You're the one that is most fixated on the superiority of powers.
I apologize. That was a bad joke.
Huh? That was a joke? Come on. Don't scare me like that.
Don't worry. I've deleted all data related to the research, including the backups.
That's a relief.
Let's go back. It's dangerous to teleport with so many others around. So we should take the same route we came.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. The way he was talking, even if it was a joke, he sounded kind of serious. He must have been really hurting to be tempted by it.
Our mission is complete. That was good work.
I'm glad nothing happened. You surprised me a little back there.
I was only teasing you. Besides, I'll be honest with you. I hated you for a bit.
What?
It was more jealousy than hatred. I've been a research subject ever since I was young. We're both duds, but your family still loved you. I thought that you could never really understand how I felt.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I didn't know you felt that way.
You don't need to apologize. What you said before made something clear to me. We see the world differently because we've lived different lives. And because of that, I think there are things I could learn from you. You're right. I am the one that is fixated on superiority of powers.
That was in the heat of the moment.
I'm embarrassed to have acted like such a child. Are you disappointed that someone like me is a Septentrion?
No. I'm glad you told me how you really feel. I hope you'll feel free to be honest with me in the future.
You certainly are honest to a fault. Perhaps I could learn that as well. So, should we run back to the hideout?
What? It's pretty far. You're here, so why don't we teleport?
Stamina is just as important as strength. Let's go.
That's not what I meant when I said to feel free.
Do you ever get tired of being a member of the OSF?
The reality is different from my ideal, but there's a lot I couldn't do if I wasn't here.
And that's true. You did choose to join us of your own will. I respect you for seeing the realities of the OSF and remaining unswayed.
I'd like to talk with you some more. I hope you feel the same way.
Yuito, I have a favor to ask. Will you climb Hieno Mountain with me?
Sure, but why? Was there an other warning there or something?
No, I just want to climb the mountain. The truth is, I'm still worried about my power. Lifting weights is not enough to shake my insecurity. I want to put myself in an extreme situation to clear my thoughts.
And you thought of Hieno Mountain. But you had a pretty tough time climbing it before.
It was certainly difficult climbing the mountain with this body. But that's why I want to do it. I want to climb it with my own strength and see just how strong I've become. So I don't want you to help unless it's an emergency, or another appears.
You want to test your limits? Okay, but don't do anything crazy.
Thank you very much.
Maybe we should take a break.
I can still go on. I'm sorry for causing you some problems of late.
Don't worry about it. It's good to talk to someone.
I understand in theory that I shouldn't let losing my power bother me. But being a dud is something that has occupied my mind for a very long time. A dud's quality of life is hardly considered in current New Himuka society. It's the same as if they don't exist. If I lose my power, that's what will happen to me. And that scares me.
I guess not being able to see the net or visions is the same as being ignored by the world. But since they're outside of society, doesn't that mean they can change it from the outside?
That's just idealism. Society does not work that way.
That may be true, but that doesn't mean you should just give up.
You're still young enough to have hopes like that. I've been alive in this world for decades. I'm painfully aware of what can and cannot be done. I am not the child that I appear to be.
I know you're not a child, so don't give up so easily. If you don't face the problem like an adult, nothing will change.
But I...
Watch out!
Thank you. You saved me.
Oh, that was scary. I'm glad you didn't slip. Oh, I guess you could have teleported.
It happened so fast. If I had fallen, that may have been it. You ended up saving me, even though I said I was here to test my own strength.
Does it matter? I mean, I only helped you then. You climbed all this way by yourself. It's okay to get help when you really need it. I don't think being strong is doing everything by yourself without anyone's help.
I see.
Oh, sorry. That was a little high-handed.
No, you're right. You made me think of my brother.
Former Major General Karen?
He is adored by everyone, but he trusts no one and takes all the burdens on himself. I've always followed in my brother's footsteps, but I don't need to follow his path anymore. I don't want to be like Karen. In fact, I shouldn't be. Yuito, I apologize for getting emotional.
No, I was mouthing off too. Let's call it even.
All right. Now, let's get to the top. If we don't hurry, the sun will set before we get down. We're here.
We made it. You did it!
Yes, it was the result of my daily exercise. And your help.
I was just along for the ride. Like I said, you got here on your own.
Thank you. New Himuka looks so small from here.
From this far away, the people look like ants.
It's strange. Small people, big people, psionics, duds. They are all just specks when seen from far away. Nations and societies are just gatherings of those specks. If that's the case, perhaps something can be done.
It looks like he has an idea. I guess the mountain climbing helped.
All right. Thanks to our climb, I understand what issue I must focus on.
That's great. So you're not worried anymore?
No. First, I must get bigger.
You don't mean taller, do you?
I mean mentally. You can't change the world alone. It requires small efforts by many people. So I want to have the capacity to accept everyone's ideas without losing myself. If I can depend on people, and be depended on, anything is possible.
I see. You look satisfied.
Yes, but this is only the beginning. I still have far to go.
I'm impressed. He seems bigger already. Okay, I have to get to work too.
Oh, how spirited. We should train together then. I will make a program right away.
What? Oh man, can't we just take it easy today?
There you are, Yuito. Perfect. I wanted to talk to you. Come with me to Masubi's.
What's with the tone? I mean, I have time, but what do you want with me?
I'll tell you there. I'll go on ahead. Don't keep me waiting.
What if I had plans or something? Nah, he's so selfish.
About time. Told you not to make me wait.
You'd complain no matter how fast I got here. So, what do you want to talk to me about?
I'm looking for something. Did Captain Seto leave a package with you?
Captain Seto? No, he didn't.
He had said he wanted to give me something. He couldn't keep that promise, but if he left it for me somewhere, I'd like to have it.
Oh, so it's like a keepsake then?
That's right. He didn't give it to you, so do you have any idea where he would put something like that?
Maybe the hideout. I don't remember anything like that, though.
Maybe you saw it, but you just forgot.
I guess, maybe. I don't even know what it is.
It must be some kind of small package or box, I think. Just go check the hideout again.
Hang on. You want me to look for it? I don't have time for that.
I don't have time either. You can use your psychokinesis to search faster, can't you? You're the perfect man for the job.
He's acting all high and mighty. He should be more humble if he's asking a favor. But if there really is a gift for Shiden, Captain Seto would be happy if I gave it to him. Fine, I'll look, but don't pout if I can't find it.
What? I don't pout. I'm not a kid. Just get going.
I just came from the hideout. He's a pretty harsh taskmaster.
You're back. Did you find something?
Yeah, I found a case with your name written on it in a corner of the hideout. I don't know if it's what you're looking for.
Let me see. This is a battle mask. Captain Seto left this for me.
So it was a gift from him. Is that a card in there with it?
Yeah, looks like it.
Dear Shiden, I'm sorry I couldn't put you in my platoon. This doesn't make up for it, but here's a gift. This mask contains special electrodes that will make it easier to control the direction of your electrokinesis. It's the same type as mine. Yours is specially made. I hope you like it. Shiden, you are the hardest worker I've ever seen in the OSF. I know you'll continue to grow stronger, so trust in your own strength. I know you'll be even better than me. I don't plan on losing, though. We'll be good rivals.
I can't believe he thought so highly of me. Damn it. There was so much I wanted to learn from him.
You were good friends with Captain Seto.
He was the only one in the OSF who saw something in me. He was a very special person.
I only fought with him for a short time, but I know that he was an amazing man. He was calm, dependable, and kind to everyone. I want to be like him someday.
You want to be like Captain Seto? You say it like anyone can do it. If someone like you could be like him, I would have been just like him a long time ago.
What's wrong with you? I understand you think highly of him, but I work hard too.
You don't get it, rich boy. Just working hard won't get you very far in this world. I can't believe you think you can get to his level. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Fine, I won't say it anymore. You got your gift, so I'm out of here.
Hey, wait!
What?
I haven't thanked you for finding this mask yet. Well done.
Was that his idea of a thank you? I did it for Captain Seto. Tell me if you need me again.
If I feel like it.
He's pompous, rude, and really mean. But he's not all bad, I guess. If I'm as open-minded as Captain Seto, will I see him differently?